What up, what up, what up, what up? It's your boy Big Dave, and y'all know what it is. What up, though? I'm back with another one. Man, I'm at you again. You dig? It just don't stop, you know? Y'all make sure y'all share it, like, and subscribe to the channel, you dig? And make sure you subscribe and like. Let's get it in. What's up, my man Dane?
What's going on, Big Dave? Nothing much, man. Just ready to talk about this crazy topic that we getting ready to talk about.
Man, I'm gonna tell y'all, man, we're gonna get into it, man. Another one, man, a domestic violence that turns violent. I mean, that turns crucial, man. It turns really crucial. So I got some audio queued up and we're gonna get right into it and let y'all hear it, and then we're gonna dive on into it. You did with our commentary on it. You did. Let's get it.
It was crazy. I like it's so close to home.
I didn't know who they was looking for, but now that I know who they was looking for, it's kind of crazy to hear that he was over here.
Neighbors are shocked but relieved tonight. The man accused of shooting his ex-wife inside of Henry Ford Hospital is now in custody. Just after 3 this morning, police descended in the area of 94 and East Warren on Detroit's east side, ending a day-long manhunt.
On Friday, police say Mario Green walked into the basement of Henry Ford Hospital, shot and killed his ex-wife, Latricia Green Brown, before taking off. The other part of the story, a quiet neighborhood remains in disbelief over how the intense manhunt landed right outside their homes. Shante Passmore is getting the timeline of events from the neighbors who saw it all.
Hey there, for hours, a who's who of law enforcement surrounded this neighborhood. We're talking about DPD, MSP, ATF, just to name a few. Neighbors tell me the scene spread out this entire block on LeMay Street. But perhaps the most chilling part of all of this, something still remained out of place.
In custody, 53-year-old Mario Green behind bars after leading Detroit police on a massive manhunt. That search ending here just before 3 a.m. Saturday on the 5200 block of LeMay Street.
That was senseless, man. It's too much, it's too much killing going on.
The sprawling scene on LeMay Street spans Shoemaker Street to East Warren Avenue. Neighbors explain this empty lot is where law enforcement found Green's car. Police located his original getaway car just hours following the deadly shooting at Henry Ford Hospital.
I'm glad they caught the guy. Get him off the streets.
Meanwhile, this resident tells Local 4 police focused their search not too far from his home.
But all I know, it was about 3, 4 cops sitting right here. You can hear the radio going off telling them to come outside.
As we wrapped our interview, Vincent Lewis noticed something out of place long after investigators left the scene.
What is it that you just found moments ago?
Okay, so we just found the Henry Ford visitor pass from to the date of yesterday. Floor 1, room 135.
What's going through your mind?
I don't even know. I don't know if he brought this here with him.
He tells me no one here has either visited or works at the hospital. The visitor pass could mean it may be evidence.
He just wanted to leave a clue or something.
And despite the intense manhunt, police say they took Green into custody without incident. On Detroit's east side, I'm Shante Passmore, Local 4.
Well. Let's dive on into it, man. I just don't get it. I mean, I hate to use this word, but these tender dick niggas, man. I mean, I just hate to use that word, but I just got to keep it real. I don't understand why it keeps repeating itself. Why would you? Because it's not working for whatever reason, whatever she did to you, whatever set you off to start being violent towards her, um, to it turn to a domestic violence by death. It turned deadly. And it's not that damn serious. I don't get them, dang. I don't get it. I don't.
Man, hey, listen, you hit it right on the word. And I was going to say that before you said it, and I was going to give you the credit for it because it's your word. But these tender dick ass niggas, you know what I mean? It's one thing, you having you're upset or you having an argument, but it's one thing when you take it to another level. This man went up, to this woman's job, murdered her, and then left. You know what I mean? He couldn't handle the situation. It sounded like she went and got it. She did everything that she needed to do, in the right steps. She went and got a PPO, which they said it wasn't, he did not receive it. So
Yeah,
it wasn't official, but yeah, man, we've been hearing about a lot of cases like this, Dave, this year. This is probably like the third or fourth case, that we don't heard about this. So I'll let you get back to your commentary, but it's a shame, man.
listen, let's just keep it real, man. There's a lot of guys that get falsely accused with domestic violence, because a female just get tired of them. They know they can call the police, but a lot of these women are really being harmed and murdered by these guys that don't get it because they can't handle rejection. Whatever was going on, he was abusive towards her based on what they've been saying. And she got the PPO. He was coming to her job, making threats and bothering on her job the reason she got the PPO. But a PPO has to be served to you. You can pay to get it served to you, or you can serve it yourself. Most people pay to get it served. But when they serve it to you, they have to give it to you. You can
Right.
mail, you can have it mailed, but if he don't open it up, it defeats the purpose. It has to be served to him. So he probably was hiding out so he couldn't get served.
Right.
But
Because I was going to say, normally in situations like that, they make sure that they have someone give it to you in your hand and you're served,
it,
but that didn't happen, but it looks like to me, Dave, whether they would have served him with the notice or not, he still was coming up to the job anyway to
well,
come get
his
her.
thing with getting served and with a PPO, all it takes is somebody on that job to see him and
Right.
call, and somebody could have intercepted him by him not getting served. Now I ain't saying he couldn't have got through because Henry Ford is big down
Right.
on the boulevard, and there's already madness. So just picture how it's gonna be now that he got in there and killed her. Man, there's gonna be hell to get in that place.
No, yeah, it's gonna be like Fort Knox now, maybe one person at a time may be only allowed in there, but yeah, it'll probably be almost impossible, to get in there now, after this incident, after he was allowed to get in there, and was, and was able to murder his ex girlfriend, I should say.
Listen, they got to tighten up the security because at the end of the day, we was just talking about backpacks. This guy took a backpack and headed on his shoulder, walked through, got the visitor pass, and went straight to her office. I knew that had to be a scary moment for her when she seen
When
him
she
walk.
saw him, yeah,
She
yeah.
didn't probably have time to scream, beg, or nothing. I know her heart dropped when he walked through that damn door. And that was her last time seeing him because he murdered her right then and there. And it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Too easy. It's too easy to just let it go. Even if somebody is fucking over you, even if somebody didn't cheated with you with your man, I understand you being angry. I understand you want to hurt somebody or harm somebody, but it's never that serious if you gotta take somebody's life. And see, let's get real with this. This ain't just him just going in there murder. He premeditated this.
Facts.
He thought it out. He planned it. He said, look here, man, I'm going to go get this backpack. I'm going to take this type of gun. I'm going to walk my ass right through Henry Ford goddamn door. And I'm going to get a visitor pass. And I'm going in and I'm killing that bitch.
And he did exactly what you said. My thing is, Dave, do you think DPD fail or the justice system fail her, meaning that she went and got a PTO and it never was served to him? You know what I mean? Do you think that would have made any difference?
I don't I don't want to say it was failed because we all know with a PPO, they send somebody to serve you. They stake out your house.
Right.
He might have never was at home. He might have been somewhere else planning this plot and never got a chance to get it because they didn't catch him at home. They got to catch you.
Right.
So I don't know if they failed her or not, because I don't know all the details. I don't know how long this has been going on. When they give us some more of the details, when they find out more why he's getting arraigned and prosecuted right now, we can come back in and talk a little more about it. But what we do know is that this lady is gone because he couldn't handle rejection with his weak ass.
Right.
He's a weak motherfucker. And when he get behind bars, maybe somebody gonna do something to him. See, because these guys that do these things like that, they don't even think about consequences. Some of them commit suicide after they do it because they can't stand the fact of going to jail for the rest of their life. This guy thought he was going to get away with it. And what we didn't tell y'all is he had a friend helping him, helping hide him.
Right.
Man, and they got him too.
Yeah, well, she's getting ready to look at some time too.
Yeah, he the one was telling them to get away. I mean, to shut down the phone because they can track it.
Right.
So at the end of the day, right, he gonna get some time too for accessory, man. Because at the end of the day, I'm gonna just be real, Dane. I'm a realist, and I'm a real ass nigga. My people's any of my people's, man. I ain't getting in their business. I'm with them. I'm for them. But I ain't hiding you for killing your wife, bro.
Right.
You ain't coming to my motherfucking house trying to get hit. I ain't getting in the middle of that shit. Don't come over here.
Yeah, he probably put him in a bad situation, and he was probably just trying to look out. Like that's my man's. I'm gonna do what I can try to do to look out. And try to help you through the situation. But my man put him in a bad situation, and
like OJ.
Now look at the situation. Now look at him now. So it was just it was bad all around. But they're both definitely getting ready to do some time.
Hey, they both gonna do some time. That was cool. You was a friend to the end, like Chuck said, friend to the end.
Yeah, he definitely was. But he definitely gonna pay for that. For being a good friend.
You damn right. He in jail with him. He got $100,000 bond, and if he get out, he got a tracking on his ankle.
Right.
The other get no bond. He's in facing life without parole, based on what they're saying. It just at the end of the day, it just don't make no sense. And I think this is something to do with mental. I think these people have mental issues, and they need help.
Yeah, and I'll add this to this, Dave, and I'll let this be my last words. When you're going through a breakup, and it's gotten to the point where you're putting, PPOs or PTOs on people, to keep them away from you. You have to watch your surroundings. She probably never thought that this man was, meaning that she put out that PTO, that he would never be allowed. But you have to do your due diligence. Make sure that you're doing everything in your power to try to stay safe. But there's no way that she would have known that this man was coming up to the job. So you just got to you have to do your vetting on people before you get into relationships, because she laid down with the devil, and she met her maker dealing with this man.
But the crazy thing, you can vet a person, you can research, you can do all that. At the end of the day, sometimes people give people chances because they can change.
Right.
But that's why I said it's bigger than just someone, acting a fool and turning violent, and then to the point it turns deadly. These people, I think, have some kind of mental deficiency, because there's no way that I'm going to, man, I go through a lot of stuff right now, man. I go through a lot of stuff right now. And it's not going to dare make me go to the point that I say, I'm killing this bitch.
Right.
I can't stand certain people sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But that would be the last thing that you would think of, is to go up to your ex-girlfriend's job. You know what? I want to ask you this question, Dave, and then I'm going to be totally done with that. How did he get past the which there must have not been no type of metal detectors, to detect, that he had a firearm on him. So I was going to ask you that. How did he even get past security? Because if I'm not mistaken, they do have metal detectors in certain
but
hospitals in Detroit.
but see, here's the thing: the metal detectors, I think, is an emergency.
Right.
You can go through the main entrance. There's not no metal detectors.
Okay.
That's where my mother goes, or I take my mother down to Henry Ford, and
Yeah, because they wave you down with the wine,
yeah,
with the little wine thing.
Oh, but when you go through the main entrance, they don't do that.
Okay.
Go through the main. Now, if you go through emergency, they will.
Right. Now, I guarantee you this. I guarantee you now they going to have a metal detectors and they going to be waving your ass down, probably with DPD, searching everybody coming through there,
It's
at all hospitals now.
gonna be a circus now.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard to get in that place now.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't going to be that simple. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I was growing up, and I used to listen to this song. My mom and everybody used to listen to "Make Up to Break Up." That's all you do. First you love me, then you hate me. That's a game for fools. And
Right.
that song sound innocent, like it's just make up, break up. But see, when somebody finally say, "I'm done," and they start to show you they're done, it hurts your heart so bad it starts to shake because it ain't no making up and breaking up no more. They are tired.
Right.
And they saying it ain't no coming back, man. That's the problem, making up and breaking up. Now I gotta go. And he seen she had to go because it was his ex-wife. So that means that was already done. And for some reason, he thought he was gonna still have some control.
Right.
So since he couldn't have no control, he said, if I can't have you, no one will. And he meant it. Now this woman is dead. You can't even go on your job today and do a simple job. She in no way in hell went to work that day believing that she wasn't going to make it home.
Right.
So look how hard of a touching feeling that's going to be for the rest of the employees that knew her, that worked there, and that's got problems at home with their men. It's going to change a lot. But what's crazy is this shit ain't going to stop happening.
No, because at the end of the day, man, like you said, and I said earlier, she probably would have never thought that, this man would have came onto her job, alone, and then committed this crime, but that takes a lot of balls, for you to, and then he didn't try to cover his face up or anything, so he knew that was probably his last mission, and he knew that, if they didn't kill him, he was going to jail for the rest of his life. So, you just got to be cautious and careful with who you're dating, and then especially when a relationship ends, that's when you definitely have to be careful. So women, definitely do your due diligence, and definitely be cautious, after the relationship ends, because this is what can happen, to anyone.
At the end of the day, when you with someone and it seems like nothing can never go right, no matter what, I don't care how much you apologize. I don't care how much you make up. I don't care how much you cry, you hug, you smile, you laugh. When you see that nothing good is coming from this relationship, you have to run like hell. In this case, this lady ran like hell.
Yeah, she did everything she needed to do to try to get away from this man and try to escape that situation. And we all have situations where, we might have had, breakups or, situations where we had arguments, but he took it to the ultimate, decision. You can't when you go and commit what and do what he did. There's no coming back from that. So and we all have we have daughters, we have kids. And I try to be mindful, and I try to talk to my daughter about situations. When you're dealing with men and you're going through breakups. So. This was a horrible situation, a tragic situation. Hopefully the family get justice for what this man did, because she's not coming back, hopefully the family get justice, and hopefully there was no kids, involved in this relationship.
Yes, because they didn't say nothing about no kids.
Right.
And like I said, man, the thing that's hurt me so bad about the whole situation is this stuff just keep repeating itself. You had the guy that time that was with the girl in Lansing.
Mm-hmm.
Want him no more. He came back and broke in her house. Then tried to rape her. And then he stabbed her up because she fought him hard. Then he kidnapped her 2-year-old. And then they found the baby dead on the east side. Then you got the girl. Let's not get it twisted. There's some women out here fucked up too. Then
Right.
you girl had the boyfriend. He had a new girlfriend. I don't know what happened between them. She went to the gas station on the east side and got some kerosene fluid and cocktailed the house. And the boy tried to get his mama out the house that was in a wheelchair, and he couldn't get the mama out the house. So him and his girlfriend, the new girlfriend, escaped, and the mama died.
Wow.
Because he couldn't save her. Can you picture that? You trying to save your mother and you gotta leave her?
Right.
You gotta. That's just letting you know this world, people are off the hook, man. They just losing their fucking mind. Whenever you can do any harm that way to want to take someone's life because they don't want you no more, it's starting to get dangerous out here.
Yeah, and you've done multiple shows, talking about this specific situation. I believe it was a show you did about rejection.
I did.
And we've also did a show together about rejections. I forgot about that. But at the end of the day, man, that's what it's about. This man could not handle, being rejected. And he took it to the ultimate decision, by taking his ex-girlfriend's life. Now he'll be facing the rest of his life, in prison.
And the sad thing about it, he don't even give a care.
Right.
He don't even give a care because when you that bold and you sit at home and plan some shit and then act it out.
Yeah, and didn't even try to hide his face.
No, he didn't give a damn. All he cared about is he don't have the control no more.
Right.
So can't have her, no one will. And he meant it. I'm saying if he can't have her, no one will.
And pretty much what he did is what these young folks be talking about nowadays. He went out, he crashed out, Dave.
He crashed.
It was a crash dummy mission.
Yup, and it's sad.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I don't care how many anger management classes people go through. I don't care how many domestic violence classes they go to. If their mindset is not right mentally, it's not going to matter what they do. A motherfucker can go to jail for 2-3 years, and while he in there, he's still thinking about when he get out, what he gonna do to her ass, or
yeah,
or
you're right.
And that's what's scary.
Yeah, very. When a motherfucker locked up and you still don't learn your lesson and you plotting before you get out. But yeah, very scary.
So, man, I don't know. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Y'all make sure y'all like and share the channel. It helps the channel grow. Make sure y'all subscribe. Don't just watch the video, subscribe. Don't just watch it and not like. Come on, people. Let's get the likes up. Let's get this shit popping. Because I'm going to give y'all a whole lot of more content. I got more coming. I got more guests coming. We're going to get it in. We're going to make it happen. Dang. Tell them where to find you if you have nothing more to say about this subject.
Man, y'all know where to find me at. You can find me over on YouTube. The What Up Doe Show, $ in front of the DOE. And you can also find me on YouTube, Damon Jefferson on you. You can also find me on Facebook, Damon Jefferson on Facebook. But I prefer everybody to go on YouTube. Check me out over there. It's called the What Up Though Show on YouTube. And Dave, I definitely want to thank you for allowing me to come on the show and speak my piece about this topic. It's definitely, a conversation that need to be had, because we hear a lot about these domestic violent cases, and this is something that, goes on all the time. And I don't think this is something that will stop, people just have to understand that, when people show who they are, you know, definitely do I'm not going to say your due diligence, but when they show who they are, you know what you need to do, and this young lady did everything she needed to do, and she still ended up dead, so it was definitely a tragic situation. I hope the family get justice, for this young woman being murdered, but Big David definitely was a pleasure coming on to the show, giving my opinion and what I thought about this situation.
Hey, it's always an honor, man. And look, anybody out there that watches this show, if you got something interesting to talk about, get with me in my DM, leave an email. I can send you a link and you can join the show right from your living room. Just get with us, man. I got a lot of good stuff coming. But at the end of the day, the special quote today is listen up, ladies and gentlemen. Men, that mean men and women. Whenever you're in a relationship, in the beginning, it seems to be so good. The minute you start to see red flags, do not ignore them. Let me repeat it. Do not ignore them and throw a white surrender flag up because it might be your last day. Real talk.